In an alternate and darkened thread of the DC universe, a chilling narrative unfolded where Superman, the beacon of hope and justice, succumbed to the shadows within, turning him into a tyrant who conquered Earth. This tale, drawing inspiration from comic storylines like Injustice, Gods Among Us, depicted a world where Superman's moral compass shattered, leading to a reign of terror. Superman's descent into tyranny began with a personal tragedy that twisted his perspective on justice and protection. Consumed by grief and anger, he decided that the only way to prevent such tragedies was to take control, to impose a rigid order upon the world. His incredible powers, once a symbol of salvation, became instruments of domination. The Man of Steel's conquest of Earth was swift and relentless. Cities that once saw him as a savior now trembled under his gaze. Governments and armies were powerless against him. Superman's former allies, the members of the Justice League, found themselves divided. Some, horrified by his actions, opposed him, leading to battles that tore the superhero community apart. As Superman established his new world order, a resistance formed, comprising heroes and villains who set aside their differences to fight the greater threat. This uneasy alliance faced a Superman who was no longer restrained by his principles. Battles raged across the globe, from the ruins of Metropolis to the desolate landscapes of Gotham, each confrontation more devastating than the last. The Resistance, led by Batman, waged a guerrilla war against Superman's regime. Batman, having known Superman as a friend and ally, was pained by the task but driven by the need to stop him at all costs. Their confrontations were not just physical but deeply personal, a clash of ideologies and broken friendship. Superman's rule saw the rise of totalitarian regimes, surveillance states, and the suppression of freedoms. Fear became the new norm, as citizens were forced to comply with Superman's vision of order. The once beloved hero became a symbol of fear, his emblem, once a beacon of hope, now a mark of oppression. In this world, the concept of heroism took on a grim hue. The battles between the Resistance and Superman's forces were not just fights for survival but for the soul of the planet. The lines between right and wrong blurred as the world grappled with the consequences of Superman's fall from grace. The climax of this dark saga came with a final, desperate plan by the Resistance. Batman and his allies, equipped with technology and strategies specifically designed to counter Superman's powers, launched an all-out assault on his fortress. The battle was cataclysmic, as the might of the world's greatest heroes clashed in a struggle that would determine the fate of the Earth. In the end, the story of Superman's tyranny served as a cautionary tale, a somber reflection on power, morality, and the thin line that heroes walk. It was a narrative that explored the darkest depths of a hero's soul and the catastrophic consequences when they lose their way. In this alternate universe, Superman's legacy was not one of hope and justice but a tragic tale of loss, power, and the fall of an icon. This story, while not a direct adaptation, captures the essence of what happens when a symbol of good becomes the very thing he swore to fight against, a narrative thread explored in various comic book storylines and adaptations.